Algeria have got a right-wing dilemma, Haj Musa or Riyad Mahrez. In recent months, the Algerian fans are split between Haj Musa and Mahrez on who should be starting right wing. Mahrez, probably Algeria's greatest player of all time, isn't as good as he once was. Some of the people's nation are demanding Petkovic to start up-and-coming winger Haj Musa, whereas others show the loyalty towards Mahrez and say he's still got it in him. Let's dive into this dilemma by analysing both of the players. Starting off with Haj Musa. He currently plays at Feyenoord, aged 23 years old, and he's recently had links to Chelsea and Marseille, so he's definitely starting to make a name for himself in Europe. He's a fan favourite at Feyenoord, known for his dribbling, directness, ability to beat his man, chance creation, and that sweet left foot of his. He's a pure winger. None of this inside forward nonsense. He gets the ball and leaves the defenders dizzy, unable to cope with his quick feet. He currently has 8 goals and 3 assists in 15 matches for Feyenoord. This season, just 3 away from his last season tally of 8 goals and 3 assists, despite playing exactly half the amount of games. No, wait, did I say no? He had 11 goals and 3 assists last year in 30 games, and this year he has 8 goals and 3 assists in 15 games. So his output is somewhere improving. But he's not a winger that's known for his goals and assists. That's not what his game is built around. He's a winger who likes to beat his man and be a playmaker. Sometimes he won't get the actual official assist, but he will play a nice ball into the back post, for example. It gets flicked into the box, and his side scores from that. He created that chance, but he doesn't get the official assist. That's the type of player he is. So his strengths are directness, ability to beat his man in a one-on-one, dribbling, playmaking, and that sweet left foot of his. Here's his cons, however. As mentioned earlier, he's not a finisher. It's an issue amongst Feyenoord fans that they do say he needs to improve in his game. He should be scoring more goals at the end of the day, as goals do win you matches. I do believe you need a balance of goals and playmaking abilities as a winger, and 1v1 abilities. So, unless you're superior in one of those traits, for example like Salah when it comes to finishing or Hazard for playmaking, you need to be balanced all round. Another con of Haj Musa is that he's too one-footed. Very, very rarely do you ever see him use his right foot, and it makes him more predictable for a fullback to defend, which leads on to my third con, his pace. If you're going to be this one-footed, you need to have a crazy amount of pace on you, like Robin did for example. He's not slow, but he's not blessed with a lot of speed like Robin. I can say, however, his agility is very good, so it does help him out in some ways. Some ways? That's crazy. Some ways. That's the analysis of Haj Musa done. A raw, exciting, up-and-coming winger who has slight cons in his game to fix. On to Riyad Mahrez now. Veteran Riyad Mahrez. He's the nation's greatest player of all time in my opinion. What a joy he was to watch in his prime, and he was unplayable. But the issue is, he's nowhere near his prime anymore. We need to focus on current Riyad Mahrez. A 34-year-old winger who's coming to the later stage of his career and coming to an end really. He has 3 goals and assists in 10 games for Al Ahly this season, and his output seems to be slowly decreasing year by year. If you see Mahrez now, his game has completely changed. He's become more calm and less of a risk taker. He's more smart and he knows he's lost his ability to beat a man as good as before and doesn't have the pace like he used to as well. But he still has a very good finish on him. He likes to be an inside forward, a clinical finish on him, and he's based his game around positioning and trying to play quick passes in quick successions. He's the opposite of Haj Musa. Very rarely you'll see Mahrez to try to get the ball, to try to get past his winger. He wants to progress to the goal not by beating the defender, but by running at the goal, if that makes sense. He's not trying to actually look at a man and try to beat them and play make. Another positive he brings to the team is that the experience he ultimately brings. He's won an AFCON of the nation. He's been the main man for it. He's featured in the World Cup. We saw in this AFCON of Algeria, if you give Mahrez the chances, he will finish them. The 2 against Sudan and the penalty against Burkina Faso. He's also the captain of the Algerian national team. He has the respect of the players and he can easily motivate the players around him to play better. He's a leader with plenty of experience and respect from the players. I'm sure a majority of the Algerian players look up to him. I want to hear his advice. The last pro for Mahrez is that his instincts for goals is much higher than Haj Musa's, and in the end of the day, goals win you matches. Now, the cons for Mahrez. Mahrez hasn't got the same ability as he once used to beat a man one-on-one. He's not the type of player that will change a game. He needs the game given to him, and the players to work for him, whereas Haj Musa doesn't really need that. He can win a game on his own. His ability to play make isn't there, and his pace is significantly less than Haj Musa's. We saw against Congo and Nigeria, he couldn't really get into the game. The higher opposition sides he faced, he was really not anywhere to be seen. They're more tactically aware. I'm not blaming on him, by the way. It's clear he was struggling against them, and he couldn't get himself into the game. Whereas Haj Musa against Congo, for me, he looked really good. Now that's the analysis of both players done. We'll get on to what I think should be the case and who I would pick if I was Algeria's manager for the World Cup. The World Cup is going to be Mahrez' last tournament for Algeria, and since he already has the experience, I think they should let him start. Defenders will give him more respect due to his name, and they'll be more wary of him. He's the captain after all, he has the players' respect, and he can finish much better than Haj Musa, so I would start him in this tournament. However, last 30 minutes or so, Haj Musa has to come on, no debate about it. He'll be a nightmare for defenders to deal with. They'll be tired, whereas Haj Musa will have fresh legs and he will easily get past them. So first 60 minutes Mahrez, last 30 minutes Haj Musa. That's Algeria's right wing dilemma solved by me. I don't know if any majority of you agree with me. I think majority of you think Haj Musa should start. But anyways, that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you for watching.